Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I am here setting up another travel journal. So I'm excited about this video. I am going to set up a travel journal for a cruise, and one of the things that I love to be able to do is memory keep while I am on a trip, or not while, after I'm going on the trip, but I want to try to get into journaling while I am on the trip. So I like to make a distinction between planning. Planning for me is planning for future events. Journaling is journaling in the present moment, just doing something right then and there, something that's happening right then. And then memory keeping. Memory keeping to me is planning for something in the past, or like not planning, but like remembering and recording what happens in the past. So to me, there's like a past, present, future. It would be like planning, journaling versus memory keeping. And those are to me three different phrases for three different activities. So hopefully that makes sense. But what I am going to try to do on this cruise is to journal. So instead of memory keeping, and actually let me show this to you. I did this last week and set up kind of like this travel journal. I'm calling it a travel journal, but it's basically a travel memory keeper because I did it after the fact. And I have a video on my channel, so I won't flip through the entire thing. But what I did was do a smash book for all of the different things, all the different pieces of paper and all the things, basically all the papers and ephemera that I collected on the trip. And so you can see here, it is just bursting at the seams. It is like definitely like alligator mouth. Like I have to use this rubber band to kind of keep it together just because, oh my gosh, it is so full of paper, right? And so, you know, it was definitely fun to do this. And I actually love smash booking. It is one of my favorite things to do, to be able to kind of put together all of the papers that I collect in the course of a like trip or in the course of a month or whatever into a single kind of binder or like document. It's not a document, like into a binder or like a notebook like this. But I also realized that that can take up a lot of space. And so I'm going to try something different. And I'm going to be inspired by the kind of like style of travel journaling that I see with travelers' notebooks. So as you know, if you watch a lot of planner videos, travelers' notebooks are kind of like they're folios essentially, where you have different booklets, and these booklets are put together into a cover that uses strings to be able to keep them together. Now, I don't have a setup like that where I have a cover and strings or any of that, but I do have folios. And so this is my example. I actually have a third one just in case I need it. But these notebooks are from the Dollar Tree. So you can see here it says self-guided journal. It has kind of like this interesting, I don't know, like the mind's eye kind of image. I actually don't know what that is. I'm so sorry if I mess it up, but to me it feels very zen-like and meditative. But what it has in here is a week, and of course it has the 7 days of the week. Then it has a mood tracker. It has goals for the week, and then a spot for like 4 items, and then just like some decorative like design elements. And then after that, it just has pages, and there are some, to me it's just like journaling pages. It has some design elements, but it's just for you to journal. So there's 6 pages, 7 pages, and then it repeats. And so it has, again, 7 pages, right? And then it repeats, right? So it has enough in here for, I think, really it's just 4 weeks, so a month, right? So that is what is in this book. And, you know, I think that it really could be something that I adapt to travel journaling. I'm not going to use it as like a yearly kind of deal, but I do want to try to do something in 2024 where I keep it to be a little bit slimmer. And so again, I'm being inspired by the Traveler's Notebooks, where there's going to be more of an emphasis on journaling and writing down things, and adding in elements, of course, but not adding them in like its actual physical form. I would put in photos of these items. And so I think what I'm going to do is, you know, just try to use this. Again, attempt to use these books and use them to document all of the trips that I have going on. And this will include all of my trips for 2024. That's my goal, at least, including Go Wild. And so I will have a separate notebook for Go Wild, and I'll do memory keeping for sure, absolutely for sure with Go Wild. But I also want to journal during Go Wild, and not journal about like the speakers or take notes and things like that. I think that's what my Go Wild notebook will be for. This will be to more journal about the travel experience. So there's a little bit of a separation in my mind. I'm also going to go wild with my family, not to the conference, but to Arlington with my family. So we'll be doing some traveling and family related stuff that's not Go Wild specific. So anyway, I'm going to be documenting the travel in here. So with that being said, I just really need one for this very first trip of 2024. I'm going to be taking a cruise. And so what I'm going to do is not really set it up. I just want to be able to kind of use 1 week and be able to kind of track or like have a cover page. So I think that that will be a nice cover page, and then just be able to journal about each day. And so my goal is to use 1 day, 1 page per day. So this page for first day, second day, that kind of thing. And just use the pages like that. And then at some point go in and maybe add dividers or like tabs to be able to mark that this is the first trip, the second trip, so on and so forth. And one of the things that I'm going to do to try to make this simpler for myself is this mini printer. So this printer is something that I got off of Temu, and it's a super cute like black and white printer, which I think will be totally fine. I don't necessarily need it printed in color. I do the journaling to be able to document my thoughts, but I of course save my photos, and so I don't need this to like keep my photos or anything like that. And so this is just like a super cute printer that I found, like I said, on Temu, and I went ahead and downloaded the app. So the app is, hopefully you can see this, is Walk Print. And you could do several different things here. There's label printing, there's a charge list. I'm assuming that's like a to-do list. Yeah, it's like a to-do list. And it has like different, you can see here like different things, and you can add notes in here. And so that's super cute to me. And I think that that would be perfect for travel planning. In fact, now that I'm seeing some of these, maybe I should do some like pre-cruise journaling for the week before, and then use 2 weeks worth for the trip. So that's a thought. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that actually, because I would love to be able to get some ideas here. So let's just test it out. I'm going to use this sun. The sun is so cute. I'm going to put pack for, oops, I need to be able to spell, pack for the cruise next week. Okay, and then there are limited options here. So, I mean, of course, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to try to space it out a little bit. I don't think you can like change fonts or anything like that, but get it kind of sort of centered. All right, that looks good to me. All right, and then I'm going to go like this. It says, in terms of here, there's the preview. You could do shallow, middle, dark, custom, and I guess that changes the color. I'll just put at middle because I don't really know. I don't know what this button does. I've never used this, okay? So I'm just testing it out, and I'm going to hit print. Oh, it says I need to connect to Bluetooth. Oh, I have to turn it on. Duh. Okay, turn it on. All right, and then the list of Bluetooth. Let's see what's paired. I think it's this one. Okay, it says Bluetooth connected, so I'm gonna hit print again. All right. And this is what we've got. Isn't that super cute? Okay, and so again, it just prints black and white, but I think it's cute to be able to do it. It's kind of like receipt paper, FYI. And so I can go in here and do some charge lists. Let me see what else. You could just write a simple note. There's a picture print. So if you have a photo you want to print out, let me find one that Sophia might have in here. Let's do this super cute one of her. All right, she has this one right here. Okay, I'm going to insert it. All right, this is what it looks like. And then I'll go here. I think that's the print button, and we'll print this. I do like that it prints the date with it, just so I can keep organized with where everything is. All right, and I left it on middle, and I think that prints out really nice like that. All right, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so again, black and white is totally fine with me. I am not trying to make it like colorful. I just need it to be journaled, right? And so I'm going to save it as a draft, charge list, and then label printing. And so you can print labels too. I just wanted to show you the app to show you what it was able to do. All right, and so what I'm going to do, I think, is like, again, very travel journal-esque. I am going to just kind of put them in here. I have a whole week to be able to kind of document and have all of these pages to document all the things that I need to do. And I am able to, I guess, like do some planning in addition to like journaling. So I'm excited about that. And I'm going to post things in here. My plan is, unlike with my Smashbook, where I'm posting the actual physical things into the book, I'm going to take a photo of it and then print it out on the printer, and then post those in here. So it's going to be a photo of the paper instead of the paper itself. So that's kind of my goal. I think that will make it flatter, and it will help me to, in the moment, be able to journal about it right then and there instead of waiting after the fact, and having to kind of memory keep and not remember the journaling part of it. So again, focus on journaling, focusing more so and being inspired by the Traveler's Notebooks kind of method of travel journaling. I'm going to be watching a ton of videos this week, so maybe that'll be what I journal about this week for maybe different ideas of printing out photos and things like that. But that is my setup. Is this my printer, the paper, the notebook, and of course some tape and pens, and I will be able to add stickers and do those things, but I don't need to. I feel like keeping it black and white and kind of like grayscale, as it's already set up with this book, will be just kind of a nice look for 2024. So that is what I'm going to do. So that is all. This was a much longer video than I thought it would be, but you know, I just wanted to explain my process. This is what I'm going to be doing for travel journaling for 2024. At some point I'll relabel that. And yeah, we are done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have done any kind of travel journaling using or like similar to the Traveler's Notebook method, or any kind of travel journaling, please do give me some feedback. Give me comments, ideas, tips, tricks, all of those things, because I would love to be able to do that, and get a book together for the year of 2024 that is just like cohesive and like really, really, really nice. And so I want to be able to do that with your help. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.